Hi beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ru. Now what we're doing tonight, whenever you're watching this, we're gonna ask the infamous question: how do they feel about you? So we have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1 is the, what is this called? Wait, let me see. Is this blue paper clip with the Rebel Heart Tarot. For pile 2 is the Pope Girls Tarot deck and this green paper clip. And for pile 3 is the Disney Villains Tarot deck with this red paper clip. So whichever you are more drawn to, that will be your reading. Now this is for the people that are curious about what decks I'll be using for this reading. So let's start with tarot first. So we are using the Rebel Tarot, the Rebel Heart Tarot. We're using the Pope Girls Tarot deck, the Villains Tarot deck. For oracles, we'll be using the Magical of Marble. We're using Moonology. We're using Archetypes, the Well Done on Archetypes, the big version, or like, I don't know, I feel like that's the normal version, but I also have like the pocket version. So, and we'll be using the Animal Spirit. And for advice, but that's going to be until the end, or a guidance, we're going to be using the Starseed Oracle. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Everything should be in the description down below, timestamps as well, everything. Okay. And if you're interested in a reading from me, you can always send me a message on Instagram, or email me, whatever you're more comfortable with. You don't have to, I'm just happy that you're here. So yeah, make sure to tell me if this resonates or not. So yeah, I'll see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose this blue paper clip or this Rebel Heart Tarot, this reading is for you. Now before we get into tarot, can you see that? Yeah, okay, I do want to see who this person is with oracles, but the way we're doing it is person A and person B format, just so we can I don't know, just to be more precise and to see. Again, don't be too strict. Like if this doesn't resonate, you can always fast forward to see the other part resonates, but my intention is for both parts to resonate. But you know, we shouldn't be strict. Like if you were drawn to pile 1, you're drawn to it for a reason. I don't know, just don't be too strict. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be strict on yourself. Like you can always look for another reading. Like you can always look at another pile. But yeah, let's get into it. So for person A, we have the Spider, and we have Black Widow, look twice, leap once. For person B, we have Venom, let me in, said the spider to the fly. Oh, this is very interesting. And we have Lizard. And then the energy between you two is the Mountain and Have Faith in Your Dreams, Waxing Crescent Moon. Can we see that? Yes. Okay. Yay. So which you could resonate with person A or person B or both. Just try to resonate with at least one, just to make it more precise. But again, if you're not resonating with this part, maybe check another pile. You don't have to. You can always just fast forward, like I said. But hopefully you can resonate with one, or even the energy between you two, right? Resonate with something here, right? It doesn't have to be with everything, so don't be hard on yourselves, right? Okay, I kind of want to start with person A, this Black Widow Spider person, which Black Widow and Spider coming together is so like, it's just perfect, right? I feel like person A, I wouldn't be surprised if person A gets scared of this connection. I feel like they get scared, they get frightened, they might even get anxious to a certain extent. I feel like they think about this connection a lot. Again, it just depends on your situation. I don't know if you're together. I don't know if I'm not gonna try to be so specific when it comes to relationships, because everything is different, right? Everyone is different, so I'm not going to try to be as specific, but just know, hopefully you resonate with the energies. But person A seems very scared of this connection. Could be very how do I say this, like very just, I wouldn't be surprised if person A has like one foot out the door type of energy when it comes to this connection. I literally just said I don't want to talk about relationships or like what type of relationship this is, but it could be kind of newer. It doesn't have to be, but it can be a little bit newer, like a newer type of connection. Or like you just met this person, or you just came back together or something like that. You don't have to though. It just seems like this person's, like person A is just very scared of this connection. I don't know if they're scared of person B per se, and like of course like you shouldn't be scared of another person, but it seems like they're just scared about what could come next or what's next in this connection. And I feel like they might not see the full picture when it comes to this connection. I feel like they try to distract themselves, they try to not think about it too much, but it's like because they force themselves not to think about it, I think they think about it more. Does that make sense? Because they're trying to control their mind, and like it's very interesting because to a certain extent, yeah, we can control our mind, we can control ourselves, but we can't, if we're gonna think about something, we're gonna think about something. We can't unthink it, right? But I think this person is very much like person B in this connection is very much on person A's mind, and it's not even, like they try to distract themselves, and I feel like for some moments it helps, but then they're like, I can't stop thinking about this, like I can't stop thinking about this, or for some of you it's like I can't stop thinking about what happened, right? Whatever happened here. And I feel like this person A is just in this energy of like maybe wanting to take action towards person B, but they don't, or maybe even wanting to start a conversation with person B, but they don't. Like, you know, like I feel like person A wants to be more vulnerable, but then they stop themselves, and it's just this energy of like, I'm not sure where I stand with this person. And I feel like person A just, they just don't know where they stand when it comes to this connection in person B. And I feel like they try to act nonchalant. It's very much this energy of like they try to act nonchalant, but it just doesn't, like they might come off very nonchalant, I don't know, like they might come off very nonchalant to person B, but it's like on the inside they're like screaming, right? Like they're like screaming, they're like what is happening here? Like why do I feel this way? Like why am I acting this way? Why does this person make me feel this way? Why am I acting like, am I like, you know, I feel like this person is just like kind of spiraling when it comes to this connection. I kind of want to get into person B now. With Venom, it says, let me in, said the spider to the fly and lizard. I feel like person B is very much, and I can see why person A acts the way they do, because I feel like person B shows up very interesting. Like they show up very, like they show you one thing, but then they show you another thing, so you really don't know what you're getting with person B. And to a certain extent, and like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if that's the most healthiest dynamic, I'm gonna be honest, but again, I'm not here to put my opinions, I'm just here to read cards, okay? But I do feel like the Venom person shows up very differently, like every single day, or like they act differently, they show up differently. You know what song's coming up? The Katy Perry song, that Hot and Cold, like you're so hot and you're so cold, something like that. It's a very, like, it's an older song, not too old, but like, you know, I'll put it in a description down below. But like I'm seeing that scene of like in the beginning, like she's about to get married to him or something. Let me write it down. This is pile 1, Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. And yeah, I feel like this person could come off very hot and cold without even, but I don't know if this is on purpose. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this is on purpose. I don't know if they do it on purpose. It's just who they are. I feel like they just literally, like, I feel like this person B doesn't take themselves seriously, so maybe that's why, maybe person A takes this connection like way more seriously than person B. I'm not saying that person B isn't taking it seriously, it just seems like they're trying to just vibe. Does that make sense? I feel like person B is just trying to vibe here. They're just trying to get to know person A. Like, they're not out here like, I don't think they're the type to play games. Maybe they are. I don't know. They're very weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. Person B comes off very weird. And this could be you, right? This could be you, but like, I don't know, person B is just coming off very like, I can't read them, but at the same time I can. Like, it's just this energy of like flip flop. Like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just one day you have like they're acting this way, but then one day they're acting this way. Like, it's just very, and I'm kind of understanding why person A is acting the way. Like, if you are person A, you're not crazy. Let me tell you that, okay? If you are person A, you are not crazy, because this person is acting strange. This person is acting kind of like, what's happening here, right? So if you're person A, you are not crazy. Okay, you are not crazy, I promise. Because person B, I can see why you're confused, or why you get a little anxious when it comes to this connection. And with the lizard here, I feel like this person is, I feel like they really, I feel like person B tries not to focus so much on this connection. And it's very similar to person A. Like, person A tries to distract themselves to not think about this connection. I think person B is more like, they try not to think about it, because I think they know they can get very indulged in it. Like, they can get very, very like attached to it. And I feel like right now they don't want to get too attached to this connection, or to person A. You know, I feel like they're trying their best not to get too attached, but it's like, I think it's still in the back of their mind. I think they still think about it, but I feel like right now they're trying so hard not to get attached, because maybe they know how they could be when they do get attached, like, you know, or when they do like somebody, you know, or when they do see something here. I feel like this person is just trying to take it slow, but also I wouldn't be surprised if person B shows person A that they're into person A, or like they show like by little things that they are into them. But then there's moments that maybe they kind of fall back, or there's moments that they kind of like take their energy back, and it confuses person A. And I think it's because this person's trying to balance this connection into their life. I feel like they're trying to balance person A into their life slowly, and they're taking their time with that. And maybe that's why they're so hot and cold sometimes, that it just confuses person A at this point, right? So the energy between you two with the mountain and have faith in your dreams, I feel like you both see potential here. I think you both see potential here. I think you both see that this could be something good. It could be something positive. It could be something, even with longevity, right? With the mountain here, I feel like something that could just be very good for both of you. I think you both see that. I think you both see that. And to a certain extent, with have faith in your dreams, I feel like you both have faith and like hope that this could lead to something more, and this could lead to something great, right? However, like, it's just with the mountains, it might take time, it might take work. And I feel like you both know this, that a relationship isn't easy. And I think because you both know this, I mean, it's a good start, right? It's a good start to know that, oh, we know that this is going to take work, either because of outside situations that you can't control. For example, because the mountain to me also like is telling me like about distance. So maybe there's long distance, or this is just maybe you both work different hours, or I don't know. It just seems like you both know you're gonna have to work for this connection to work. But I think you both have faith that it could work if you both have the effort and the energy to make it work, right? Because relationships in general do take work, and they take time, and they take effort, right? And I feel like you both understand that you want this, like you both have faith and hope that this could work out. But at the same time, you know that it might take a while to get there, or it might be harder than you expect, if that makes sense, you know. And you both have to know if you have that effort, or even that energy to make it work, right? And I think you're both in this realm, or in this energy of like, okay, we know it might be difficult, but if we both have the effort, you know. But I feel like it's not as transparent as it could be, because maybe you two haven't had a conversation about this, or you two haven't had like a, what do you see, and how do you see this going, or like how do you Like, do you see progression here? Like maybe you haven't had a conversation with this person, or you both haven't had a conversation about this progression, or how the other person thinks this could go. And I think that's why it could be a little confusing for both of you. I wouldn't be surprised if person B is also a little confused, but I think the way they cope is by like kind of like not running away per se, but like maybe the way they cope is just kind of putting it to the side a little bit, which isn't bad in my opinion, but it's also like sometimes it is needed to just have a conversation and like just say everything, like put everything on the table. And maybe that's what's needed here to get more transparency in this connection. But I feel like the underlying energy, though, I feel like that you both don't show at the same time. I feel like you show it, but at the same time you don't, is that you have faith that and hope that this could work out. But I think you both know it might take time and a lot of effort and time and space and just work, if that makes it. Like, this is gonna make, like, it's gonna put you at work, you know? Does that make sense? And I think you both know that, and maybe you both are not ready for that yet, but I think you both know that if you do want to make this work, if you both choose to be with each other, that's when it could work, right? And because you both have the effort and the intention to make it work. But I think you both have this underlying energy, and I feel like both of you don't know how to bring it up. Maybe because it's like too early, or it's like it's just you don't want to like ruin the vibe or whatever. Like, I don't know what the reason is. Like, for some of you, I do feel like it's because like too early to bring it up. But I think if you're confused, or if this person's confused, just talk about it. You know, the right people will stay and have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? The right people will ask follow-up questions, right? I feel like, I don't know, that's how I see it. I mean, I guess, again, this is not opinion based, but I do see like the right people will have a conversation with you. The right people won't think that you're crazy for asking these questions, and vice versa, right? So I feel like it's just sometimes you just need more clarity in this connection, and it's okay to ask for it. It's okay to ask for clarity. And I think you both are kind of like in this energy of like having faith, but also maybe a little bit confused on where this is headed, slash, is there actually something here that we could put effort and time in? You know, I feel like you're just like a little bit in this energy of like questioning, but also having hope. So yeah, let's get into tarot about how this person feels about you. Again, this could be person A or person B, just in general. How do they feel about you? Okay. If you're interested in a private tarot reading, I do those on my Instagram. I also do pick-a cards on my Instagram, so if you're interested in that. But I'm just happy that you're here, and I'm hoping that it's resonating so far. But yeah, let's see. How does this person... Should I move these? I'll move them. I'll move them over here. Okay. How does this person feel about you? Pile 1. How does this person feel about you? I'll take them. The Tower. Wow. 3 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. How does this person feel? Okay, that's too many. How does this person feel about pile 1? 6 of Swords. Yeah, for some of you, this could be distance, and maybe you both are like in this energy of like, is this gonna work? Can this actually work? That's just for some of you. Oh yeah, in the bottom, the Sun. That's beautiful. This is a very beautiful energy, actually. But yeah, I feel like how this person feel. Okay, can we see that? Okay. I hope it was focused this whole time. I don't know if it was. How do they feel? I feel like this person feels very fearful. I feel like they feel a little fearful. They feel a little like, when it comes to you and when it comes to this connection. But also, I think they know with the 9 of Cups and the Sun here and the 6 of Swords that this is something good. I think they feel that they know that this is something good, something calm, right? Especially with the Six of Swords. Like, maybe you don't make them overthink. Maybe you don't make them feel anxious. Like, I think they could be naturally anxious, but you don't actively do it. Does that make sense? You don't actively purposely make them anxious. It's just, I think they're just naturally an anxious person. But I think they know that you bring them a lot of calmness into their energy and into their life. I feel like they feel very, with the Tower here, I feel like their feelings, like, for some of you, I feel like maybe right away when they met you, they were like, well, this person, I feel like this person, when they met you, could have been like this vibe of, oh yeah, I really want to get to know this person. I really like this person. Like, I don't, their vibe, like, it's just, it could be like your energy. Maybe they really liked your energy when they first met you, or they just liked how you talked to them. I don't know. There's this energy of, like, right away, I feel like they knew that they wanted to pursue something here with you. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles as well. I feel like right away they kind of knew that they wanted to pursue something here with you. And I feel like the way they feel about you is just a very positive energy. I think they have hope for this connection. They have hope that this could work out. I think they want this to work out, especially with the Nine of Cups here. I feel like, and the Three of Pentacles, like, I think they're willing to make it work. Especially if you've been questioning if they're, especially if you've been questioning where they stand or where they see this connection headed. I feel like this person wants to work with you. But also I feel like they're, with the Six of Swords here and the Nine of Cups, I feel like they're trying not to rush it, and they're trying not to, like, make it so deep so fast, if that makes sense. Because I feel like with the Tower, I don't know why, but this Tower energy is giving me, like, they have very deep feelings for you, and they have very, like, intense, like, that's the part, like, I feel like they have very intense feelings for you, and I feel like they just don't know what to do with those sometimes. So maybe they overwork themselves, or they like try to distract themselves as well, right? But I feel like they know that they want something here, and they're willing to work for it. It's just now, but I feel like at the same time they're trying not to make it as deep, because I feel like their feelings are already so deep. So, like, now that the connection is deeper and gets deeper, it could make them a little anxious, or makes them even more anxious that they already are. Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, look, the Eight of Swords with the anxiety, and then the King of Cups, Ten of Cups. Come on now. I feel like, yeah, the Sun, like, I think this person is just very happy that they met you. I think they're very happy that they met you, and maybe you taught this person a lot of things about themselves, or you showed this person, like, good things in life. Like, I don't know, I think you brought a lot of light into this person's life, and I think they're very grateful for that. I think they're very happy that they met you, and and I don't think they want to let you go, kind of. Like, I feel like they really want to make this work. Especially, like, for some of you, like, if this is somebody that came back around into your life, that's just, like, a few of you. I think that if this person did come back around into your life, like, maybe the first time they walked away, or something happened between you two, and then they come back around, or this connection comes back around somehow, maybe they're, like, recognizing, like, okay, I don't want to let this person go, that's for some of you. And but the first, like, in general, I feel like this person doesn't want to let you go. I think they want to make it work. They want to work with you, and they want to see where this could go, like, genuinely see where this could go without any rush. Especially with the Nine of Cups and Six of Swords, they want to take things slow. They want to really, really get to know you, and really explore these feelings that they have for you. That's what they want to do. I feel like that's what they want. They want to explore these feelings that they have for you, especially if there's a lot of intensity already in this connection. Because I feel like they could come off a little intense. I feel like they could come off a little like, oh, I really, really like this person, but I'm not going to show them too much because I'm scared. Like, I feel like maybe they show you little bit, especially with the Three of Pentacles, maybe they showed you a little bit by little that they are into you, but they might not show you, like, the full picture because they're scared. I think this person's a little scared of I feel like they're scared of their own intense feelings. But I think they know ultimately you make them very happy, and they want to explore this more and more with you, because I think they feel something good here. They feel something secure here. And I feel like they just truly, truly want something here. They want to work here with you. They want to work with you. So yeah, I think this is a very beautiful energy. It's just, it might take them a while to get there and to express this, like, intense, or like these feelings for you. But I think they're there. I think their feelings are there. It's just right now they don't want to think about it too much because they don't want to they don't want to move too fast, but also they don't want to like ruin something good, right? Because I feel like they can come off very intense, and sometimes it's that intensity can make you do things that you might regret, or make you do things that is out of character, you know. So I feel like they're trying to, like, I heard humble themselves, but they're also trying to like regulate themselves to not do something stupid ultimately, because I don't think they want to ruin something good with you. So yeah, before we leave, let's get some advice or guidance. We're using the Starseed Oracle. So let's get some guidance. This could be relating to this connection or just in general, whatever comes out. What do you need to know here? Excuse me. Oh. Okay, you got two. Yay. And at the bottom, we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I feel like you don't have to worry about how this person feels. I don't know. There's this energy like maybe you already know how they feel, or maybe you already kind of feel that they have feelings for you. And I think they just want you to have fun in this connection. I think they just want you really... I feel like they really just want you to connect with this person, and they want you, especially with this one, I'm talking about this one, but I feel like they just really want you to connect with them and be present in the moment with them, and not think too much about how they feel or how they perceive you. Like, no, because I feel like this person also thinks that, and I feel like when you both do it, it could make you go crazy, you know. And I feel like right now, like, it's okay to wonder about how they perceive you, it's okay to wonder how they feel about you, but if you have this ultimate feeling of like, no, I do feel like this person has feelings for me, believe that, believe yourself, because at the end of the day, like, a lot of the times we're not wrong about how we feel about how other people view us or how other people feel about us. A lot of the times we're not wrong about that, because we can feel it. Like, it's genuinely, we can feel it, and because we're that intuitive that we can feel other people's feelings genuinely. Like, we know how other people feel naturally, especially if you're like an empath, or especially if you're very, very intuitive. You have to trust that. You have to trust that you know how they feel. You have to trust that they do have feelings for you, or, you know. And if they don't, which here it doesn't say that they don't, even if they don't, at least you know that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, it's okay not to know, but it's also okay to trust what you know. Trust that your intuition. Okay, so we have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper, literally. And then the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yeah, and I feel like you also, it's a good reminder to be present, be in the moment. Don't dim your light. I think there's this energy of like, do not dim your light, please. Don't try to seek answers. Don't try to seek more information when all the information is within you, right? Like, you don't have to seek for more information. You don't have to like look for more information. Just seek. And if you are seeking for information, maybe the first step should be asking this person, or asking yourself, how are you feeling in this moment, right? Maybe don't seek for information, more like, okay, how is this moment making me feel? Is it making me feel anxious? Is it making me feel happy? Is it making me feel sad? Is it making me feel mad, confused? You know what I mean? Like, try not to seek for answers first. Try to feel what you're feeling first. You know, what is your intuition telling you? What is your anxiety telling you? What's happening here, right? Before you seek for answers, because that's how we can like get kind of wrapped up into this cycle that is not the healthiest thing for us, right? And I feel like they don't want you to dim your light, or dim your intuition, or dim your gut feeling for... I feel like they don't want, like, the universe, or, you know, ancestor, spirit, they don't want you to dim your light to make something work, if that makes sense. They don't want you to dim your light to control the narrative, right? It's okay to be confused, you know. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be especially confused. It's okay to not know. That's scary, but it's okay. right? You don't have to seek for answers. Just sit in that. It's okay to sit in that. And then if you're still wondering about answers, if you're still wondering about something, then ask this person. Ask, right? It's okay to ask, but also it's okay to sit in that confusion for a little bit just to see if it will leave eventually, or maybe it doesn't leave and you actually have to seek for answers. And that's okay too. Both things can coexist and both things are right, right? But right now, I think they really just want you to sit still and just feel your feelings. Ask yourself why you feel confused. Ask yourself what makes you happy. Ask yourself all these questions, and to understand yourself more, especially when it comes to connection, especially when it comes to this connection. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. Hi Pio 2, if you chose this green paperclip and the Pulp Girls Tarot, this reading is for you. Now before we get into tarot, I do want to use oracles to see the energy between you two, and person A and person B format. And just to see if this part resonates. If this part does not resonate, that's okay. You can always fast forward to the feelings part. Maybe that could resonate. Hopefully a part of this beginning part of this reading, like this part, something resonates. Either person A, person B, either you relate to one of those, or even the connection between you two. Something relates, like something resonates with you, right? Because energy is weird. We shouldn't be too strict, right? Like hopefully a part of this beginning reading, at the beginning of this reading, something resonates. That could be the connection, that could be person A, person B, something resonates, and then we can move forward, right? I hope it resonates, but if it doesn't, that's okay. You can always pick another pile if you don't feel secure in this one. There's no rules here. You don't have to be strict. Okay, so we have for pile 2, person A, we have the hummingbird. We have Thanos. All that I seek is in my grasp. For person B, we have Aunt May. Home is never too far away. And Shark. And the energy between you two, we have emotions are running high, supermoon. And you got 2 because I feel like they really mattered. So we got ocean and tear. Damn. Okay, can we see that? Okay. Leave it like that. Well, okay, I kind of want to start. I want to be honest. I kind of want to start with the energy between you two because I feel like it's very heavy. I think this energy between you two is very heavy for both, because this is the energy between you two, right? The energy that you both bring into this connection, and what you both could relate to, right? I feel like this connection has been very heavy. Like maybe you cried about this connection, maybe this person cried, or you both cried, because the tear in the ocean, come on, like I feel like you both were very, and emotions are running high. Like you both are or were very emotional when it comes to this connection. I feel like your emotions were very heightened in this connection. I feel like your emotions were very, and that could be like even happiness was very heightened, but also the sadness was also very heightened. You know, the insecurity even was very heightened, but also the security was very heightened. There is just this energy of like you both felt very heavy when it comes to this connection. You both felt very, to a certain extent, maybe even heartbroken when it comes to this connection. Again, I don't want to get too deep into like what this connection is, or like what type of connection this is, like if we're like your dynamic, kind of. I don't want to get into that too much, because I just like, if this is resonating, it's resonating. The dynamic is just gonna be you and your personal life, you know. But I do feel like it's just been very emotional. It's been very difficult. Maybe it's been very just hard. I feel like this connection just been very, very hard, and I think you both were very, or are very emotional. Maybe naturally you're very sensitive people, so when two sensitive people come together, it's just sensitivity is off the grid, you know what I mean? Like it's off the rails, if that makes sense. not off the grid, but like it's off, like it's, you know, when two sensitive people come together, it's just, oh, a lot, right? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm sensitive too. Like, I'm just saying, like, when two sensitive people come together, I feel like it's very, you both feel very deeply. Let's just say that. I think you both feel very deeply with each other, but also towards each other, but also in general. I feel like you naturally just feel very, very deeply when it comes to this connection. So for what with the tear here, I do feel like you both cried about this connection, or you both felt very sad about this connection, or even happy tears could be a thing too. Like, it just feels like you both felt very, you both probably shed a tear or two when it came to this connection. And it's because with the ocean here, I feel like you both have very strong feelings for each other. You both are like, and maybe you even expressed that. I feel like for some of you, maybe you expressed how deeply you feel about this person, and this person expressed how deeply you felt about them. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you already said I love you to this person, or like there's this energy of like a lot of love and connection and a lot of closeness here. I feel like a lot of that energy. And I feel like sometimes that's difficult. Sometimes that's a lot of, like, it's emotionally driven, and maybe it's very hard for both of you to kind of really separate yourselves from this connection, or separate from each other sometimes, because it's just difficult, because you feel so much for the other person. You feel so much, like you cried, you laughed, you were mad, you know. It's just a lot of energy here about, especially when it comes to emotions. And this could be in the present, this could be in the past energy, this could be past energy or present energy, or both, you know. But yeah, okay, let's start with, I kind of want to start with person A. Person A is coming out as the Thanos. All that I seek is in my grasp, and hummingbird. I think it's very interesting. I kind of want to talk about all the things, because the shark and the hummingbird are facing different ways, right? But Thanos and Aunt May is this way. So I feel like you two are kind of mirroring each other a little bit. Especially but it's so interesting because the shark is water energy and hummingbird is air energy. So it's very interesting, but it seems like you both are mirroring each other in different ways. Like, person A seems like they're trying to distract themselves. They're trying to move on with their life to a certain extent. I wouldn't be surprised if person A is just trying to just move forward with this energy, move forward with, for some of you, like, if you are with this person, for some of you could be with this person, it's just been very rocky, or just been very, like, a lot happening. And maybe this person is trying to move forward from this. Maybe the person A is trying to move on from this situation for better, like, for better energy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, let's say you are together with this person, maybe you got into like a very emotional situation with this person. I feel like person A is just trying to move forward with this. Like, they're just trying to move forward, not move on from person B, but like just move forward, because I don't think they want to be in this energy anymore of emotion, like very emotional, very emotion driven, a very, very like heated energy. I feel like they're trying their best to just move forward with this. And I think they're trying to live life. I don't know. I feel like person A is just trying to live life and not let this situation get so control their life. I feel like they're trying to let this energy just kind of like leave on its own, you know, even though this energy could be very present still. I feel like person A is trying to kind of, okay, this is what's happening, but I want to move forward with my life. I don't want to stay stuck in this energy, you know. Regardless of how your connection is with this person, I feel like person A is just trying their best to just move forward and not be stuck in this energy. Because I think for some of you, like, maybe this is a connection that you it's like it comes back and it comes and goes. For some of you, this connection could come and go, and that's why person A is just trying to like stay calm and not let this energy control their life, or not let this energy control their destiny to a certain extent, right? I feel like they're trying to control their own life and move forward with that. Now, person B with Aunt May, home is never too far away, and shark, I think person B, especially with this water energy, I think person B could be feeling it a little bit harder than person A. Not that you both aren't feeling it, because I mean, look at the energy between you two, right? But I feel like person B is still processing what's happening here. Person B, again, if maybe you two broke up, or you two are not together right now, you two are in separation, you two are not talking, or no contact type of energy, right? It just depends on your situation again. But I feel like person B is like, they're taking it very heavily. I think this person is very much, I feel like they're also trying to process things, but I think person B is just taking it a little bit more heavier than person A. And I don't want to compare, like, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't compare. It's more like person B is just very, very sensitive right now. I think they're very sensitive. I feel like anything that comes their way, they just take it very personal. And like, home is never too far away. I feel like maybe they're connecting with family, maybe they're connecting with earth, right? I feel like they're trying their best to not to react. I feel like they're trying their best not to react to this, because I feel like with the shark gets like a bad rep, right? They get a bad, I mean, they make a whole movie, Jaws, right? I feel like they get a bad rep, but like, if you leave them alone, they're not going to do anything, right? But if you mess with them, they're going to react. That is just like nature. That's just literally nature. And I think this person is very much in this energy of like, if you are mean to me right now, I'm going to cry. You know, I feel like they're in this energy of like, if you touch me, or if you yell at me, or if you do something towards me that I don't like, I will yell and I will cry. They're just very sensitive right now. I wouldn't be surprised if person B is just very, very sensitive to energy, any type of energy. I feel like they're just very sensitive, because I think they're still feeling this energy and this connection. And I feel like if you two aren't talking, I feel like person B is missing person A. And I'm not saying that person A isn't missing person B. It just seems like they're more in this, they're kind of trapped in this energy right now. And I feel like person A is trying to leave this energy, because I feel like it's just too much to deal with. You know, it's just, they don't want this to be all in their energy right now. And I feel like person B is just like kind of drowning in that energy, which is very different for both of you. But I feel like overall, I think you both are feeling very similarly. It's just, I think person B is a little bit more affected by it, if that makes sense. I feel like they're a little bit more affected by it, and they're a little bit more like I said, drowning in these emotions, drowning in this missing this person, missing this situation, missing this connection. Again, I don't know what happened. That's gonna be you and your personal story, but I feel like for some of you, like, if person B did something to make this situation like this way, and person A is just like, I'm not gonna deal with this anymore, like, no, I'm done. I think person B is feeling that, right? If that's like for some of you, right? Like, if maybe person B did something that you just can't forgive, or they did something that you're like, or maybe they kept doing something, maybe they never stopped, and you're just like, you know what, I'm done. And I think person A is done. I think person A is very much like, bye, like, I'm not gonna stay somewhere that I'm not being respected. Or I feel like person A is very much in this energy, I'm not gonna stay somewhere that I keep telling this person that I don't like that they do this, or I don't like that they do that, or I don't feel secure when you do this. You know, I feel like person A tried with person B, but person B never like showed up, or person B never actively showed person A that they're serious about this, and they're serious about like being good to person A. I feel like, you know, to a certain extent, that's why I feel like person B is very much in their feelings, or they're in this energy of like, just very like, I feel like they just feel very intense, and they're drowning in their feelings, or drowning in missing person A, and like very much, I don't even know if they have hope for this connection, but I feel like they have more like, I just feel very deeply right now, and like, it's, you two could be going through a breakup, you know, type of energy. But yeah, I think person B is just a little bit more in this feelings, and I feel like person A is already kind of trying to move forward with this. Again, if you two are together, it just seems like maybe person B maybe made a mistake, and maybe you just need time to process this. You know, I feel like if you two are together, maybe person B did like something that wasn't right or something that made you feel disrespected, whatever that is. And maybe you just need time to process everything, so you're taking your own time, or your person A is not you, but like, you know, person A is taking their own time to process everything. And I feel like person B is kind of anxious about that, right? And kind of like, oh, is this person gonna walk away from me? Is this person gonna leave? You know, so I feel like you two could be very anxious, but I feel like person B is a little bit more anxious, especially if person B made a mistake in this connection or did something in this connection that just made person A like kind of distance themselves from this connection and from person B. So yeah, I hope that part resonated. Let's see how this person feels about you. Whichever part you resonate more, it doesn't matter. It's just the energy. What was I saying? Let's just see how this person feels. How they feel about you. If you're interested in a personal reading from me, you can always send me a message on Instagram or email me, whatever you're more comfortable with. You don't have to. I'm just happy that you're here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just happy that you're here. And I also do pick a cards there, or pick a group there. So if you're interested in that. So yeah, let's get into it. How does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? About pile 2 specifically. Excuse me. How does this person feel about pile 2? Judgment. Ace of Swords. And at the bottom, we have 5 of Cups. Yeah. I think this person misses you. I think this person miss you. Like, they miss you. And I feel like, to a certain extent, with Judgment here and the Strength and the Ace of Swords, I feel like maybe they want to try to get back with you. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if this person tries to, or is thinking about talking to you and like seeing if you two can fix this. Because I feel like this person with the Page of Swords, again, you could be person A or person B, it really doesn't matter. I feel like with the Page of Swords, there is this energy of just being curious about you. Maybe you haven't been together for a while. Maybe you've been in separation for a while. And I feel like this person's curious about you. This person is curious about what you're doing, curious about what's happening in your life. And I wouldn't be surprised with Judgment and Strength here. Well, this is about their feelings, right? And I feel like I feel like their feelings never left. That's the thing. That's why I feel like I don't get a lot of feelings here, because I feel like their feelings never left. I feel like they do miss you, though. Yeah, 3 of Swords. I feel like they do miss you, and maybe they do miss your company. They miss being around you. They miss talking to you. They miss everything, right? And I feel like to a certain extent, they're looking for clarity here with Judgment and Ace of Swords. They're looking for something more here. And I feel like right now they might not, like, especially if you are hoping that this person comes back, I feel like right now they're not thinking about that. I feel like all they're thinking about is that they're just very curious about you, and they hope that this could come back around. But I feel like right now they're not in the space to take action, because I feel like they still miss you, and I think they're still hurt. I think they're still like going through the emotions and going through the energy. And I feel like they have very strong feelings for you, and they're very curious about you, and they do wonder about you, and they do want to see more of you. But I feel like at the same time, they understand that maybe right now is not the best time to do that, if that makes sense. Like, maybe right now is not the best time to seek for answers, if that makes sense. And I feel like what they feel is very deeply. I feel like to a certain extent, a lot of you, this is like literally like you feel like you were both very in love with each other. But whatever happened here. It could just be you two are just not seeing eye to eye anymore. Whatever happened here, I feel like the love is still very strong, especially from this person to you, especially with Judgment. I feel like in Strength, I feel like you both still see a lot of love here, and you both feel a lot of love. You both like still see it. You both see the love here. However, I feel like this person is just still very curious and still maybe even wonders if this could still work to a certain extent. Especially if they're the one that made the mistake. They didn't like, or did something to make this separation happen, if that makes sense. Like, if this person did something to make the separation happen, or to like break this off, or whatever happened here, if this is the person that did it, maybe they regret it, or like they feel like maybe there's still a chance for this to come back around if you both want it, of course. But also, if you're the type to be like, no, I think I'm done, like I can't do this anymore, or like, you know, respect that, honor yourself. Like, you don't have to go back to something that you don't feel comfortable in anymore, you know. Even though relationships are uncomfortable to a certain extent, but they shouldn't make you uncomfortable that you get to question this person all the time. You don't feel secure in this connection, you know. You deserve to feel secure in a connection, right? And I feel like this person, the way they feel is, I feel like they would agree with me. I think they would agree of like, yeah, this person deserves to feel secure. And I feel like this person knows that maybe right now they can't give that to you. Maybe that's why they haven't reached out, or maybe that's why they haven't done anything towards you, just curiosity. And it's because they just don't know how to right now. I think they just don't know how to, but I feel like they're still very curious about you. Maybe they still wonder if this could work out. It's just right now it's not there yet for them to make a move, if they choose to make a move eventually. Because at the end of the day, of course, they don't have to, and you don't have to either. So yeah, but I think they're still seeking for clarity in this connection. I feel like maybe there's some sort of like closure that wants to happen, or they want closure from this connection. I don't know, there's just this energy of like they want more clarity here, and they just don't know how to ask for it, so they just kind of leave it alone, and they just kind of delve, or like they get very into their feelings and their emotions and their thoughts, that they don't do anything. They could overthink this too a lot. So let's get some advice for you. This could be regarding this connection or just in general. This is the Star Seed Oracle. So let's get into it. Some guidance for you. It could be, again, it could be regarding this connection or in general. Okay, we got Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Yeah, I think, and at the bottom we have, you got the love, Hidarian energy, codependency, boundaries. Yeah, I think they're very much telling you like, put boundaries, like literally make boundaries for this person, like, especially if you want this person to come back. Create boundaries, create healthy boundaries, because sometimes you need to create those to let people know that what you can expect, what can you accept and what you won't accept, right? And Breath of the Cosmos, I feel like they really want to emphasize that you don't have to do anything right now. You don't have to, like, of course, like go to work, do, you know, do what you have to, like your responsibilities, of course, focus on that. And I think that's what they want to make you, like they want to tell you, like focus on that, focus on your responsibilities, focus on yourself, focus on what you can do better in your own life. You don't have to focus on this connection, you don't have to focus on other things right now. Just focus on how you can improve yourself, and improve your own well-being, especially if you're still very like hurt and very emotional when it comes to this connection. I feel like it's okay to just regulate yourself and put yourself first, put your heart first, put your mind first, put your emotions first. It's okay to put yourself first, especially right now, because you have the love within you, right? You have the love within you. You are love, you know, and you are loved, right? So I feel like taking your time to just process everything and put yourself first and love yourself first is very important right now for you. And sometimes it is difficult to do that and to focus on yourself when you were so involved with someone else, but I promise you it's important, and it's going to be so important for you, and especially right now. So you don't focus on like, you don't have to, like, of course it's easier said than done, that like, hey, don't focus on this connection. No, like genuinely, like if you focus on yourself more, you might unfocus yourself in this connection. Unfocus, is that a word? But I don't know, I feel like they just want you to really like delve within yourself more and like get into yourself more, if that makes sense. Get to know yourself emotionally, get to know yourself physically, get to know yourself in general, right? Like learn to love to learn about yourself, if that makes sense. Learn to learn about yourself and love to learn about yourself, you know, like teach yourself things about yourself, right? Like asking yourself, why did I react that way? Why do I feel this way? Why do I do this when this happens? You know, it's very much this energy, just like teach yourself about yourself. And you might learn to love yourself when you're doing these things, right? You will learn to love yourself and give yourself grace, because once you give yourself grace, that's like the ultimate forgiveness for yourself, and that's like the ultimate part of loving yourself, giving yourself grace and giving yourself grace in situations, especially when it comes to connection, you know. So yeah, like take your time and don't rush anything. Just learn about yourself, and by learning about yourself, you're gonna learn to love yourself even more than you already do. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. Let me know if it did, or if it didn't. Just be nice to me. I hope to see you in my next. So yeah, bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose this red paperclip or this Disney Villains Tarot, this reading is for you. Now, before we get into tarot, I do want to see who this person is. Okay, we're gonna do a person A, person B format, and we're going to see the energy between you two as well. Now, disclaimer, if this part does not resonate, maybe check another reading out, but my intention is for a part to resonate. For example, if person A resonates, or if person B resonates, or the connection the energy between you two resonates, right? We shouldn't be too strict on it. But also, like, if you truly feel like, oh, this is not for me, like, if you know, right? If you're like, doesn't sound like for me, like it doesn't sound for me, then pick another pile. You never know. But if you feel like, no, there's something here for me, keep watching. You know, there's no rules here. But I'm hoping that a part resonates, either person A, person B, or the connection between you two. Something resonates, you know? So, okay, let's get into it. So for person A, we have Elephant. We have Captain Marvel Seize the Day. Wow, okay. Person B, we have the Dolphin. And we have Winter Soldier, Forever by Your Side. And then in the energy between you two, we have Apocalypse. And we have Confidence is Your Key to Success, New Moon in Leo. Oh, are we going to have a new moon soon? Because we are in Leo season. I don't know if we're going to have a new moon soon, or already passed. I'm not sure. Wait, can we see that? I think I should move that a little bit. Yeah, okay. Sorry, okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, okay. The energy, I kind of want to start with person A, because person A's energy is so, like, they come off very secure, especially in this connection. I feel like person A is very, like, I know what I want in connection. I know what I want in relationships. I know what I want in a partner. And this person A is not settling. Person A is not settling with, like, they're just not settling. Person A is very much this energy of, I know what I want and I know what I deserve. And if the person that I'm seeing is not giving me that, I am not afraid to walk away with grace, right? With the elephant here, I feel like person A knows how to give people the benefit of the doubt. I think person A understands that people make mistakes. People aren't perfect. I think person A understands that, hey, like, you know, like, I feel like they understand that humans were messy, right? And I think person A understands that in general, with all their connections, even friendships, everything, right? They understand that people can be messy. We are messy. We are human. We have emotions. We have feelings, right? And person A understands that, and they understand that they're not perfect either. However, they also understand what they deserve, and they also understand what they want in connection, especially when it comes to romantic connections. They understand what they want, and they understand what they deserve. And if the person that they're seeing or the person that they're pursuing is not giving them that, they're going to walk away at the end, right? They're like, they might give this person the benefit of the doubt for a while, but then if they keep doing it, they're gonna recognize a pattern, right? They're gonna recognize a pattern. They're gonna recognize, like, oh, this thing, like, this part of them is not gonna change, and I'd rather walk away now than be in a position that it's gonna be harder to walk away. And I feel like they're very healthy in that way. I think they know when to walk away. They know when to give people grace. They know to understand that people are difficult sometimes, and they understand that they're not perfect as well, but they also understand what they deserve in connection. Now, person B with Winter Soldier, Forever by Your Side, Dolphin. I think person B comes off, especially when it comes to this connection, not too serious about this connection. And maybe person A is a little bit more serious when it comes to this connection. Or they were. We'll get into that. But I feel like person B is very much trying to not take this connection as seriously as maybe they should, or maybe as serious as maybe in the past. This is what's coming up. I feel like maybe in the past they took relationships and connection very seriously, and it never it never worked out or something. But now that they're kind of growing into this, okay, I shouldn't take connection so seriously. Let me just get to know people. Let me just get, like, date around people, you know? I feel like person B is very much in this energy of, I'll just learn to get to know people and see where that could go, right? Going with the flow. They're very much in this energy of going with the flow, and trying not to rush anything, trying not to, like, they're very much just happy to be here, especially with the dolphin here. I feel like they're just happy to get to know people. They're happy to get to know person A too. I feel like person B is in this energy of, yeah, Forever by Your Side. I feel like this person isn't afraid to show person A that they're into them. I feel like person B isn't afraid to show, like, hey, like, I'm really enjoying my time with you, and, like, expressing that, you know? And I feel like person B is very much not afraid to express to person A how they feel about the situation, or how they feel about the connection, or how they feel about person A. I feel like they're trying their best to have fun in this connection. They're trying their best to, or they are. I feel like they are having fun. However, I feel like that led to this energy. But, like, I feel like person B, I'll explain this in a minute, but I feel like person B is just trying to have fun and trying to get to know people in general. And I feel like they're trying their best to just go with the flow, especially when it comes to this connection. Now, apocalypses and confidence is your key to success. I feel like you both are questioning this connection a little bit. I kind of want to read what this says. I want to use, because it's closer to me. I don't want to open that one. I want to use the pocket archetypes. Even though this is not pocket, this is like the original size. But I kind of want to read what that, I think it's about, I don't know if I'm right. I don't want to say it and then I'm wrong. It's number 74. Let's see what it says. Okay, removing the veil of deception. Okay. The unknown becomes known and guides the way. Yeah, okay. Indicates a particular painful time, one that unfolds that when two disparate dynamics occur, pulling the psyche and seemingly opposing directions. The first is lifting the veil. Okay, yeah, you can read that if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to, but yeah, I feel like you both are uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest. I think you both are, like, uncomfortable, not knowing what's happening. I feel like you both are in this energy of, I'm very uncomfortable here and I don't know what to do. Because to a certain extent, I feel like person A is like, I know my worth, I know what I want, but then it's like this person comes into person A's life and it's like everything just went out the window. Like, everything just went out the window. Everything that they believed that they everything that they believed went out the window. And I feel like it's the same, it could be very similar to person B too. Like, everything they believed went out the window when they met person A. it's like maybe person B is very much like, I just want to have fun, I just want to get to know people, see where that could go. But like maybe they're dating multiple people at once, but then they met person A and they're like, wait, what? Why do I feel, you know what song's coming up? It's an Adele song. Is it When We Were Young? Like that part that go, is it either When We Were Young, or I'll put it in the description down below. I have to write it down though. It's either When We Were Young. I think it's that one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know though. Because the part that's coming up is like, then tell me why I can get you on your knees. And it's like very much like, if you're not the one for me, then tell me why I can get you on your knees, or something like that. And I feel like there's this energy of like, you both are kind of shifting your perspective when it comes to dating. I think there's this energy of like, you both are shifting your energy when it comes to dating, or like being in this connection. I think you both are teaching each other different perspectives. Is it When We Were Young? Is it that song, or is it another song? I don't know. I'll figure it out and I'll put it in the description down below. If you're curious, it's a really good song. But I feel like you and this person are very much shifting perspectives, shifting what you thought you knew. You both are teaching each other very different things. Like maybe you both are very different but similar in a way that how you're perceiving this connection, how this connection making you perceive other things too. Because I think person B is very much in this energy of, I just want to have fun. Person A could be in this energy, I want to commit, I want to get in a relationship. Like maybe person A really cares about marriage as well. You know, maybe they do want to connect with someone deeply and connect, like that could lead to marriage, you know. And I feel like because you both met each other, you both are kind of triggering that perspective that you already thought you made. But then meeting each other is this energy of like, wait, is that what I want actually? Like, I don't know if this is something like, it's making you question your own beliefs, if that makes sense. And I feel like with confidence, the key to success, I feel like you two, this could be like a little bit of like, a little bit of advice, but I feel like you two are trying your best, or that should try your best to just kind of see where this could go. There's this energy of just like, okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know why I'm changing my perspective. I don't know why I'm changing my mind. I don't know why. Like, I feel like person A is very much like, I don't give people a lot of grace like I'm giving this person. And I feel like person B is very much, I don't give like a lot of time like I'm giving time to this person. There's this energy of like, just like questioning what you're doing around this person, but not in a negative way. Just like, I thought this is how I viewed connection, but like this person is changing my mind a lot. So it's very much this energy of like confusion, but also uncomfortable, because you're like, I believed this, but then now I'm seeing this person, I'm in a connection with this person. Now I don't know what I believe, right? And I feel like with confidence is key to success, there's this energy of like just trying to see where this could go and not control anything, and just enjoy your time with each other. I feel like you both do enjoy your time with each other. And I think it is scary, but I think you both know that you both want to be there. I think you both want to be in each other's presence right now. And I feel like you two are just not, you two could just be very uncomfortable because you both are changing your perspective a little bit, or changing your energy between when it comes to connection in general. So yeah, let's get into tarot about how this person feels about you. They could be person A or person B. It doesn't matter. Just hopefully one resonates. So yeah, let's see. How do they feel about you? If you're interested in a personal reading, I do them on my Instagram. You can always send me a message or send me an email. Everything should be in the description down below. If not, I also do pick-up cards on my Instagram if you're curious about that. You don't have to be. I'm just happy that you're here. Thank you so much for watching. Very happy that you're here and watching this far. Okay. Let me remove this first. Okay. One more shuffle and then we'll get into it. How does this person feel about pile 3? How does this person feel about you? What's the energy here? We have a Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. Wow, okay. Yeah, for some of you, this is somebody new or somebody that you've been seeing for a while now. Or not like not for a while, but maybe like a couple months or something. Like it's still kind of newer energy, but like maybe not too new that, you know, like I don't know how to explain it. Like you'll know, I guess. I don't know. The Emperor. How does this person feel about you? This is a villain's deck. Why is the tiger here? Isn't that Jasmine's tiger? What? Oh, maybe that's not Jasmine's tiger? I don't know. Anyway, how do they feel about you? Yeah, I'll take both. I think they matter. And then King of Swords, yeah. How do they feel about you? They're very passionate about you, for sure. With the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands, they're very passionate about you. Maybe at first they thought it was just going to be like a physical type of connection, but I think they're realizing with the Page of Cups and the Emperor that maybe they do see something here more. Like they see something more here than just passion. Like maybe in the beginning they thought it was just lust, or maybe they just thought it was like, oh, we're just having fun with each other, like we're just getting to know each other and it's fun, like very like friendly or like passionate type of energy of like, I really enjoy my time with this person, I really like getting to know this person. But maybe they're getting like their feelings are coming to fruition, if that makes sense. I feel like they're starting to like you. I think this person's starting to like you genuinely. I feel like with the Emperor here, maybe they see something more here, but also they see something more serious and more sustainable. Because at the end of the day with the Emperor here, like especially in the middle, I feel like they truly do want I feel like one day they do see themselves married, or they do see themselves committed to somebody, and maybe that could be you, maybe that could be you. And I feel like this is the person that, what scene is coming up. I never seen the movie. I got it recommended once, but I never watched it. It's the one with Brad Pitt. He's younger. Is it the one that I think he's like, I read the summary though. It was like he's like a robot, or no, he's death or something, and he meets a girl, and then the girl goes the girl goes, or are you a guy, like are you the one girl type of guy or something like that? And then he goes, yeah, and I'm looking for her right now. It's like that scene, I'm looking for her right now. I mean, who knows, it could be you or something like that, right? Who knows, it could be you. This person, I feel like this person gives off that vibe of maybe you could be that person for them. Maybe you could be that person they can commit to and that they really want to explore with, because I think they're starting to like you. I think they're starting to like your energy. They're starting to like what you bring into their life, like, and not like in a bad way. Like, I don't want to say that you're bringing something good into their life. I mean, you could, but like it's more like I think they're seeing you as a staple piece into their life, if that makes sense. And I feel like maybe they haven't thought about this for a while. Maybe they've been just wanting to have fun with people. Maybe they just been they haven't been taking connection seriously. And maybe when they met you, or when they're like really getting to know you more and more, I think they're taking it more and more seriously, because I think they're catching feelings for you. I think they're in this energy of catching feelings for you, but like they're starting to like you. They're starting to maybe even miss you when they don't see you as much. Like I feel like this person is just very much, I feel like they value slow burn energy. They value slow burn and connection. Even though they have very passionate feelings towards you, I feel like they know that they value slow burn. They can't be rushed when it comes to connection. They can't be rushed when it comes to commitment. And I feel like they can see themselves being committed to you. They can see themselves being this person that they can be for you as well. I feel like they can see themselves in a relationship with you. It's just right now, I think it's just they're like catching feelings. Does that make sense? Like they're like in that process of catching feelings, not fully in depth in it yet. And I think that's normal. I think that's okay. I don't think you should expect so much from this person, especially when it comes to their feelings and the way they feel about you. I feel like they are catching feelings, if that makes sense. Yeah, with the King of Swords here as well. I feel like they've been maybe not as, like, I feel like they haven't been so present in connection, or they haven't been looking for deep connections. And then when they met you, I feel like that kind of shifted a little bit, and that's making them feel a little bit like, whoa, like maybe this is something good, like this is something that could work very well with in my life, you know, something that I can work for and something that I do want, you know. Maybe because it's been very like easygoing, like maybe you've been very easygoing with this person, and they like that. I think they like that you give them space and you give them time to grow, you give them time to be. You know what's really cute about this energy? It's like you're letting this person catch feelings for you. You're letting this person catch feelings for you, like slowly with their time. Like you're letting this person get to know you enough that they start catching feelings. You know what I mean? You're letting this person get to know you, and that's making them catch feelings. And I feel like that's this energy here of like, because you're letting this person get to know you, it's like giving them this like kind of opening, or this energy of, excuse me, or this energy of like it's safe to catch feelings here. Like you're like, I don't know, I feel like this could be like friends to lovers energy too, with a little bit of like flirtatious energy. It just depends on your situation, but it's very much this energy of like I feel like they're very happy that they met you, and they're very happy where this is headed and where this is going. I think they just feel very confident in it. They feel, even though it's very passionate, and especially in theirs, I mean, it could be passionate on both ends, but when it comes to this person, I feel like they're just very passionate, and they're like, I'm really starting to like this person. I really, like, I'm starting to miss them when I don't see them. Like, they're like realizing things now, and I feel like what you're doing, that is great, is that you're giving this person space and time to do, like, you're not rushing them, and I feel like that's making them so much, like, it's so much better for them, like, you know. And I think you're giving them space and some grace to really like let them catch feelings for you, and you know, you're not forcing it. And I think that's the energy that they're in. Like, you're not forcing this person to do anything. You're just letting it be, and I think that's helping this connection grow more and more. And I think it's helping, or like it's making this person grow more feelings for you, not just passionate ones, even though there's a lot of passion here. So yeah, let's get some I was gonna say evidence, not evidence. Let's get some guidance or some advice. That's what I meant. Advice or some guidance. This could be regarding this connection, or just in general, whatever wants to come out. We'll see. So let's get some guidance or some advice when it comes for you. We have at the bottom, we have Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call and support. So we have breathe. Breath of the cosmos. Is it breath? No, yeah, it's breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Keep doing what you're doing. I think they're very much reminding you, like, you're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to force anything. Literally let it be. As much as you can, let it be. Do not change. There's this energy. Do not change what's happening. Don't change what's happening. Let it be. Let this person figure themselves out. Let this person figure out how they feel by themselves. Like, you don't have to rush anything. You don't have to force anything. Let the universe lead you to wherever you belong. There's no need to rush anything. There's no need to force anything. Even though maybe there's moments that you're like, I don't know how this person feels. Like, I get very confused. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Trust. Let it be. I think this card came out in pile 1. So maybe pile 1 could be significant, or pile 1 could be, maybe you were drawn to pile 1 too. I don't know. I think it came out in pile 1. I'm not sure. I forgot. But I think they really want you to recognize that, hey, it's okay to be nervous, it's okay to question, it's okay to have questions, but it's also okay to just let it be. You know, you don't have to seek for answers. You, like, the universe will help. Like, the universe is on your side, right? They're not trying to make it more difficult for you. They're not trying to make it more, like, they're trying not to make it harder for you. They just want you to vibe and take it slow and not force anything, especially when it comes to this connection, but also in life in general. They don't want you to force anything. They don't want you to feel, because I feel like once you force something and once you, like, expect something from this person, when you form expectations and you force something, you get hurt mostly than anything else. You know, you get hurt. And I think they're trying to really remind you, like, hey, don't form expectations around this person. Don't expect so much from this person. Just enjoy your time with them. Or in general, like, this could be, for some of you, this could be also related to your career or your job or something like that. Like, don't expect so much from here. You know, don't expect so much. Like, just keep doing what you have to do and move forward with that. You know, enjoy your time, you know, and keep yourself secure enough that you are protected. You know what I mean? I hope that made sense. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. Let me know if it did. If it didn't, just be nice to me, because I'm sensitive. So yeah, I hope to see you in my next. So yeah, bye.